Well, good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to Westcliff Koi Pond, and welcome back to the Blue Lagoon. Yes, a treatment has been done. This is the formaldehyde I put in there. So I've been having problems for the last 2 weeks, not only with the fish, with myself as well. I've not been very good. Well, the 29th of April, for myself, I went up to the Royal Brompton Hospital in London for my final checkups on my COPD and the couple of operations that they've done on my lungs. Well, they call them procedures, I call them operations. And fortunately I got the all clear, so that was good. So they don't want to see me no more now, so they said I could either be referred back to my own GP and my own local hospital, which is Southend, or I could stay under their control. So I think I opted out for the right thing, and I said I'd stay with them. So my next appointment up there is on November the 18th, just as an outpatient. But while I was up there, I had a CT scan, or 3 CT scans on my lungs, just to make sure all was good with them, and they're still working. I'm pleased to say they are. But I don't know if any of you guys have ever been into a CT scanner. At the back of it, where you rest your head, it's like a half moon solid rubber pillow. It's not soft, it's solid. Lay your head back onto that, and then your arms have to go right back, right over your head, tight over your head. Well, I think I must have pinched a nerve in the back of my neck, because I got up on the Thursday morning and I couldn't walk. I literally could not walk. So I had 3 or 4 days of that, which I said to the wife, I think we're going to have to cancel the holidays because we're due to go away in a couple of weeks. But fortunately that's got better. Every time I stood up, it just, the room was spinning, and my legs, I couldn't control my legs. So, pleased to say that has passed. Sorry about Mr. Banging over the back there. So, that was that with myself. Seems like I'm on the mend. The fish have been playing up. I gave them a dose of this formaldehyde last Saturday, and all seemed well. And then come out a couple of days later, I had one fish. He was laying on his side on the top shelf here, and I honestly thought it was dead. And I put the net underneath to take him out, and he swam off. A couple of hours later, that one down there, the 3-step shower, he was laying again in the edge, but his tail was on the bottom of the pond, and he was looking directly up at me with its mouth open, and it looked like it was dead. Same again, I put the net under him to lift him out, and he swam off strongly. As you must have heard, I'm a member of Essex Koi Keepers, and the guy from Essex Koi Keepers come over, and he set up his computer and done a couple of scrapes on the fish. First of all, he sat here for a while, and He said, Ron, there's nothing on the fish, nothing has flashed. There was one fish sort of half clamped, but he wasn't really clamped up tight. But there was nothing flashing. There was all whizzing around. And again, the thing is, they're not feeding either. None of them are feeding. And I know this weather is playing tricks. It seems like a hell of a lot of people are having problems. And I will say, because these fish were up so early in the well, not summer, but so early, and they was up, and they wanted food. And of course, being silly, I fed them. Now, whether I've overfed, I don't know. Can you overfeed a koi carp? I don't know. Because really, they've got no stomach, so there's nothing in the stomach to go rotten, is there? So they eat it, and within minutes it all comes out the other end. So there's nothing in the gut to go off. But they weren't happy at all. They weren't feeding. All down on the bottom, didn't want to know. So that was last Wednesday. I was sitting here today, just sitting out here watching them again. And I've got 3 or 4 fish that are flashing. But again, you look at them there, they're not flashing, they're quite happy. But then again, I've just put this treatment in. Normally this goes for 24 hours and the water's back clear again. Hopefully it's going to be the same today. So that's the problem with the fish, I say. And so we done a scrape on them when Mike come over last week, or the beginning of the week, and there was no parasites on the fish whatsoever. Nothing. There was all clear. Whether it's just purely the weather, they don't like these temperatures, the way they're going up and down. But it's very frustrating to me. I mean, I'd say I'm still quite a new quite a new person to keeping koi. We've only been keeping them for 6 years. But I've never seen this. I've never had this problem with them before. Yeah, get a few fish, give a flash now and again. And I say I normally put that, give them a dose of formaldehyde. If that doesn't work, then I give them a salt bath. So if the formaldehyde doesn't work, the salt bath normally does. But unfortunately this time it just did not work. And to see a fish either laying on its side on the bottom, or just looking up at you, you think, what on earth has gone wrong? You say again now, look, I'm right here, and they're looking at me saying I want food, but they're not having it. I can't give them, I'm not going to give them any more food. Because again, the temperatures tonight, I mean it's lovely, yesterday was lovely, 19 degrees. Today they say it was 21. He's alright, he's got a big white spot on he's a goldfish. And he's had that white lump just above his eye there since we've had him, so I'm not bothered about that. See that white lump? You might think it's a white spot, but it's not, it's just a big lump on his head. So can you look at them, look. Hopefully this is this last dose of formaldehyde is I've sorted them out. I say it's only been in there 10 minutes, 15 minutes. One of the new fellas over there. These guys have just not stopped feeding. They're the only ones really what are up feeding. Because I've knocked the food on the head, so they're not getting anything really. So I'd just like to say thank you to new subscribers, much appreciated. I might even just pop inside of it quick, get their names and give them a shout out. Oh. Yeah, so new subscribers, who have we got here? We've got Sean, Colikoi, Trails and Tracking, Diane Coco, Coco, and the last one is Steve Spooner. So, Steve Spooner is shutters. Steve sees Apex Shutters and Blinds. He came over a couple of weeks ago and he done us 2 sets of windows in my lounge and front bedroom. So I'll just take you in. I'll show you them. Someone might be interested. Yeah, so these are the shutters. Very good. I like these because not only do they just, you know, can shut them off individually. So you've got 1, 2 and 3 sets. You can open them up as you want them, either the top set, middle or bottom, as you want them. Very pleased with these, very neatly done, very neat. I am very, very pleased. I'm sorry about the birthday card, but my wife's birthday. So that was the front bay. Looks absolutely great. Very, very pleased with it. And then we've got the front bedroom. Again, very neat. Very neatly done. You can shut the bottom, middle, top. So simple. So no more curtains, no more blinds. And this is Steve Spooner from Apex Shutters and Blinds. Anyone's interested in shutters and blinds, give Steve a bell and I'm sure he'll help you out. Yeah, so I'm sorry I've not been on, what was it, 12 days I think I've been off. I say what with being giddy and couldn't stand for 4 days. Then the problems with the fish. They don't look like there's any problems there. They look like they're all ready to have something to eat. But you're not having nothing to eat, boys. You might get a couple of greens once this water starts to clear up. Now see that one down the bottom there, look. See? Just sitting down there on the bottom, not moving. Now they've all gone down to get him on the move, trying to get him up off the bottom. But they do this sort of thing, and then 10 minutes later, they're up, swimming about as though nothing had happened. All the parameters in the water are good. There's nothing wrong with the parameters. I wish I could find something wrong. I wish I could find something wrong with the parameters, and then you would know how to treat. But if you can't find anything wrong, what can you do? So, you know, might have lost, put it that way. So anyway guys, once again, thanks for everybody, thanks for the views, much appreciated. Thanks to the new subscribers. If anybody else would like to send me out a subscription, I would be very pleased. But I'll tell you, well, this water looks great, doesn't it, when it's blue? I call it the Blue Lagoon. So all the best, guys. I hope all you guys start to the season's going a little better than mine, but I'm a little bit confused.com at the moment, but I'll let you know what's going on with these. Oh, your next video might be from when I'm on holiday. I'm going to Greece, so hopefully I might be out in the sunshine. That'll be good. So until the next one, guys, have a good one. Hope this weather warms up over here in the UK. I know, so today I say we've had 19 degrees yesterday, 22 today, and now they're forecasting the cold weather's coming in tonight, and for next week we're going back down to 12 and 11 degrees, and it's snowing up in Scotland, so happy days. So all the best, guys, and I'll catch you up on the next one.